Hey, what's going on? So I want to talk value add for a second. There's a lot of people talking about multifamily and syndicating but what they don't understand is that a big component of being able to syndicate something is also being able to value add it properly. You don't want to spend too much on labor or material or your components that go into your value adds. This one behind me is actually one that I've been trying to get under contract for a while now. It's a 98 unit value add opportunity, and the value add part of it, a lot of people are talking about focusing on high growth markets, and that's great. The markets, if they're high growth and got a good economy going and stuff, that's good. But something you got to consider is also if it's a growth economy and you've got increase in pay and pay rates and whatnot, well, guess what? Your value add is going to be affected because you're going to be paying those same high prices. If there's a bunch of work going on in that market, and whether it's residential, because listen, a plumber, it don't matter to a plumber or a laborer or a trim guy if it's residential, commercial, they don't care. And technically, multifamily apartments are considered residential. If you look it up, residential multifamily. So it's pretty much the same thing. It's just 200, 300, 400 of them, or however many you're doing in one location. So something to keep in mind is that those high growth markets, even though it's a good place to invest, you've got to pay attention to your value add because you're going to cost you more on your it's going to cost you more on your labor. And then on the other side of it is your importing, your components, whether you're importing or if you're buying domestic. And if you are importing, something that you got to keep in mind is the tariffs that we've got. I personally have my own import-export international trading company that we utilize to import our goods, and so kind of on the up and up on the tariffs. And I mean, for cabinets alone, there's a proposed 217% anti-dumping, which is a tariff on just your cabinets. And that's just one thing that's on the list. So a lot of things to consider in your value adds. Finding the deals, finding the investors, putting those two together is just part of the deal. The other big factor is the value add. I've personally supplied and value added over 3,000 units in my career, and with that knowledge, some was domestic, some was import, some was turnkey. So and also as a general contractor, I am a licensed contractor in the state of Tennessee. So with that knowledge, it enables me to be able to know the rates. You need to know what your market. Go when you look in these markets. Don't be just looking at don't just be looking at the the economical growth and stuff. Also call around, get some quotes on your plumbing. What's it going to charge? It's something as simple as when you tear off the countertops and put new countertops on, you're going to have to disconnect and reconnect plumbing. Well, if you're in a structure just like the one behind me here, 3-4 units tall, you have somebody that makes a mistake on the third or fourth unit, guess what? That affects everything below it because water will fall. And it goes from a simple little trap change out or a sink change out to a massive disaster that's going to set you way over budget. It's going to it could potentially kill the deal over one thing. So there's insurances and everything else in play, but time is of the essence as well. You don't want to spend 6-7 months in an insurance deal neither. So call around, see what it is. Something as simple as changing out a trap like I was telling you on a sink. Say they want $50 per unit to do so. Well, if you got 200 units, that's going to run into your renovation budget. So be paying attention to labor, and then on your component side of things, don't be afraid to reach out to somebody. And I'm not saying me specifically, but somebody. There are other people that import, or at least try to catch a snake closest to the head's what I say. So if you're going to be needing 100, 200 units worth of cabinets, call the manufacturer. Don't go to a cabinet company. They're going to put their percentage on there, and it's usually a pretty good percentage. The cabinet's got a good markup on it. So think about your value adds. Pay attention to the market that you're in, that you're looking to buy in. Do some research, not just on the property, but do research on labor costs and also material costs and availability. So, I just wanted, if you have any questions about the value add process, please give me a call. You can reach me at 865-313-2765, or you can email me, will@morrisacquisitions.com. Be happy to help you guys in any way. So, good luck to you and happy value adding. So I was just thinking after shooting that video that I keep talking like you're a syndicator or you're wanting to syndicate. I didn't even think to mention that, if you don't have the time to do what I'm talking about and what everybody's talking about, if you don't have say you don't have the knowledge, the time, the know-how, or even the want to, say you just don't want to deal with it, that's okay too. You don't have to be out here finding these deals, hustling these deals, putting the value add together, putting in all the research and the time and the effort it takes, the months that it takes to put these deals together sometimes. That's okay. And if you are in one of those situations where you're like, I just soon let my money work for me, let my money make baby monies, as they say, I would be happy to work with you and to, I can educate you along the way. And if maybe someday you wanted to try to do it yourself, but like I said, if you're not, then that's perfectly fine. If you just want to invest, let's do it. Let's make it happen. I'll give you some returns that you probably won't be able to find anywhere else. And just due to in-house value adding, in-house deal finding, we're not out here paying people to find deals. We're not paying people to raise money. We're not paying people to do our value adds. We're doing it all in-house. So anyway, just thought I would add that real quick, and have a great day.